Okay, so today I'm making this video because it's a bit of a tough day for me. It's Halloween the 31st and I'm over here in Bali rather than being at home. So I'm here without friends, without family. And this is usually the time of year that I'd go out party, abuse hella substances, have fun, go crazy, and then wake up the next day barely alive. But instead, this year, I'm working out in another country across the world from everyone, and I can't really go out. And I want to talk about bad habits, how you can overcome them, but then most importantly, not fall back into them, because it's really easy to get the drive and the fire to start something and try to quit it, but often we fall back right into the same habits. And to be honest, sometimes it's even worse than it was in the first place. Let me crack open my 5th latte. I feel like a bad bitch drinking this. Anyway, if you're in a place right now where you're trying your best to overcome a bad habit, whether it be beating your meat, abusing substances, smoking, procrastinating way too much, it's going to be hard because right now for you, it's normalized. So you do it all the time and then your brain thinks it's normal. It likes the dopamine rush from it. So you're obviously going to want to carry on doing it. The first week, it's going to feel a bit uncomfortable. You're going to have urges to do it again and you're going to overcome them with sheer willpower. But then when it comes to week 2 and 3, your brain's going to start playing tricks on you. So in week 2, you're going to think to yourself, maybe I should do it once. Maybe I should have like one drink, or maybe I should scroll my phone extra today because I've been doing so good for the past week. This is the trap that you need to avoid, because this is your brain's way of tricking you to fall back into your old systems. And the thing is, if you do fall back in, it's fine because you can just try again. And the thing I found most effective over trying to quit bad habits is that the more I try quit them and the more times I fail, I actually learn more and more, to the point of when I'm quitting a bad habit, my brain's trying to fucking play games with me. I remember what happened last time I tried, and it was the same cycle. My brain played games with me, it tricked me to do them again, and then I fell back and relapsed to make shit even worse for myself at that time. Because if you're on something like a diet, and you know, everyone's guilty of this, you eat healthy, you eat nice for a few days, and then you have that craving to have a burger or a pizza. And then you're like, oh, I only have one slice. You eat that fucking slice and shit, you've never tasted anything better than it. So then you just eat half a pizza and then you're sat there, grease all over your face, grease all over your fingers, stomach puffed out, and you're like, I'm a fucking failure. And you know, it happens and it's funny because everyone's experienced this feeling. But that's the best part about it. If you've experienced a feeling of failure, you'll understand what happens if you fail. So that's point 1. Okay, point 2. Now there's a quote for point 2. I need to search it up. It's the quote about energy not being destroyed. Okay, so law of conversion. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. You don't have to be a scientist to understand this, but rather than completely cutting off a bad habit and just taking something away from your schedule, from your life, you need to try put the energy from that bad habit into something else. An easy way to understand this is if you play games all the time, rather than completely quitting gaming and just not doing anything instead and just sitting there going on your phone for like half the day, what's better to do is put that energy into something else, like starting a business where you're more focused into putting time and effort into learning stuff, building a brand, making content. And sometimes these habits don't have to be transferred into a super healthy thing. Like you can go from completely just playing games all the time into watching YouTube instead. That's a transfer in energy, and whilst YouTube isn't the best swap over, it's definitely much better than wasting your life away playing games and learning nothing and just completely skipping your day. Now the third actionable item, and probably one of the most important, is you got to be running away from something while chasing something. So you run towards the cheese whilst running away from the cat, as probably Alex Hormozy said it, or someone. So what that means in simple terms, if you've got a fucking chicken nugget brain, is you need to be running towards the cheese. So you got to be running towards the cheese. The cheese in this situation is your goal. So get skinnier, quit smoking and be able to breathe better, get in shape by going to the gym. And the cat has to be the worst situation possible. So you becoming fat, your life completely going out of spiral, you becoming an addict. You gotta keep in mind that if I don't change this bad habit, I'm gonna be held back from pursuing better things, feeling better, fucking even achieving stuff. So point 3, super simple one, run away from the bad, chase the good. So what I did is I chose the worst possible situation for myself, being average, not being able to pay the bills, having arguments over not having enough money with my future wife, and then the best possible situation, like being better than an average person, not having some fat fucking oily man telling me what to do at work. And you've really got to envision what it'd be like to be at the top, what it'd feel like to win and get through this, because the only thing that's going to keep you going through this tough time where your brain's constantly going to fuck around with you is, let me get through this pain and I'm going to be exactly where I wanted to be. And that's my rant of not being at home right now, because right now I'm dying to just go out, get alcohol, get super drunk today. But A, that'll be really fucking sad because I'm by myself, and B, I want to do something more productive. So rather than sitting here being a downer, thinking about how all my friends are having fun, getting to go out whilst I sit here, I'm making content. So that is my energy swap from the bad overthinking to the good creating content. You really need to dial in all 3 points to be able to get through this. So just to kind of summarize it, was point 1, it's gonna be hard and your brain's gonna play tricks on you and you gotta get through it. Even if you fail, that's fine. Learn from your mistakes so you can remember what happened last time and overcome it. Point 2 is change energy from the bad habit to something better, okay? Don't try to remove habits, change them into better ones. And point 3 is run from the cat, chase the cheese. That's such a fucking funny quote. Run from the worst possible situation, that's something that you literally feel like you would rather die than be in, and then look at the bigger picture and just imagine yourself there whilst you're going through this absolute shithole of mental battle. Hope this helps someone out, and fucking message me if you need help in any of this. I'm more than happy to just chat to you and help you out. All right, let's go. Boom.